Hi, Namaste, and a very warm welcome to the Skin Doctor channel. I'm Dr.Sujith, Kumar, your dermatologist. Today is International Yoga Day, June 21st, 2022. I wish you all a very happy Yoga Day and a great yoga year ahead. Today I'll be answering a question which many people keep asking me. Can yoga cure psoriasis, or can psoriasis be cured by yoga? So let's discuss a few things in this regard. So coming to psoriasis is a skin disease characterized by whitish thick scales on the body or thick round plaques on the body. It could be a single plaque or multiple plaques, sometimes covering the entire body surface. It may affect your scalp, it may affect your hands and feet, it may affect your nails, it may affect your joints, it may affect your eyes. Psoriasis is considered to be an autoimmune disease where our own immunity produces certain inflammatory markers or inflammatory substances which cause inflammation of the skin, leading to these lesions or these plaques. And the skin lesions, depending upon its severity, can make one's life miserable. So who gets psoriasis? Psoriasis affects people who are genetically predisposed to get it. But then everyone with a susceptible gene doesn't get the illness. So what causes the disease to manifest in a susceptible patient? The answer is that there are so many causes. And these factors or these causes are known as triggers of psoriasis. The most common trigger being stress. So stress is the most common trigger, and the other triggers could be an infection, it could be some illness, because these illnesses might be challenging your immune system, and it could be your lifestyle, it could be your food habits, it could be lack of sleep, it could be due to some medications which you're taking for some other illness, like for example diabetes or hypertension. It could be due to some injury on the skin. It could be due to habits like smoking and alcohol. All these are the triggers for psoriasis, and all these have been proved several times in several studies in the past. So psoriasis appearing in a site of an injury. For example, if you have an injury on the skin, psoriasis appears at that site, and this is called as Koebner phenomenon. So just like when you have an injury on the skin, you get psoriasis, which is called as Koebner phenomenon. Injury to the body in the form of an illness or in the form of stress could lead to a trigger of psoriasis, leading to psoriasis involving the entire body. So to summarize, stress is the most important triggering factor for psoriasis, and the most unfortunate thing is that psoriasis doesn't have a cure. That means we cannot cure psoriasis using some medicines, just like we cannot cure diabetes by giving some medicine. We can only control it. So the good news is that psoriasis can be controlled by certain medications, especially ointments and creams which can be applied on the skin, on the lesions, and you can see those lesions disappear and the disease getting better. And there are so many other modalities of treatment which are of great help to people suffering from psoriasis. We have medications which can be taken orally. There are medications which can be injected. There are biologics which are of course very expensive. And there are the light therapy in the form of UVB, and so many other modalities of treatment thanks to the research and scientific development. So people can control their psoriasis and live a life of dignity. So as I told, all these medications, they really help a lot in controlling the disease and allows the patient to get relief from the symptoms of the disease. But then these medications do have their side effects. Some of them mild, but some of them are really serious. One important thing is that all these medications have a common factor, and that is called immunosuppression. All these medicines act by suppressing your immunity. As I told you, it's an autoimmune disease. Our immunity is making all these inflammatory markers which are causing inflammation in the skin, and these immunosuppressive medicines suppresses the immunity and keeps the disease controlled. It also prevents the inflammation in the skin, inflammation in the joints, and it can prevent permanent damage to the joints. So these medicines are very important, but they do have their side effects. And now the question is that, is yoga going to cure psoriasis? Now this question cannot be answered with a simple yes or no. But if you start doing yoga regularly, it's a fact that you can keep your psoriasis under control to a certain extent, but then it depends on how sincerely and how deeply you're involved in the process of yoga. Yoga is not just the bodily postures which you see. These bodily postures are called as the asanas. So yoga is not just the asanas. Asanas just are a part of yoga. Yoga is not just the postures or the exercises which you see. So if you take up yoga in its complete form, yoga by itself is a complete change of lifestyle. It's about a completely new lifestyle. It's a journey where you modify yourself, your daily routine. You build a character for you develop a discipline in life. Your eating habits, your sleeping habits, everything changes when you take up yoga. And when you take up yoga in its full form, in its full sense, yoga consists of 8 elements, which is called the Ashtanga Yoga, which starts from Yama, Niyama, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana. There are several limbs, 8 limbs of yoga, which changes you completely. Yama and Niyama are certain principles, certain rules which you have to follow, and you have to do some breathing exercises. Your posture, everything matters. Your whole life changes when you take up yoga. And I told you the main triggering factor for psoriasis is stress. And when you start practicing yoga in its fullest sense, then you completely get rid of stress. Your lifestyle, your eating habits, your sleeping habits, everything gets changed, and then there's a very good chance that your psoriasis can be controlled, and maybe sometimes it might go into complete remission, meaning that your disease completely disappears for a certain amount of time and all the lesions and symptoms go away. Now you understand why I told you that you cannot answer this question by just a yes or no. So to conclude, my recommendation for you is, if you have psoriasis or any other autoimmune skin disease and you've been suffering from it since a long time, please do take up yoga. Practice yoga sincerely and consistently. Consistency is very important. You have to do it every day. It's not that you do one day and you then don't do it for many days. No, you should be consistent about doing yoga, and you have to have a good dinacharya. Dinacharya means a self routine, a daily routine. You should build up a daily routine, a discipline. You eat healthy, you sleep well, and then you conquer psoriasis. With this, we come to the end of this talk, and please write about your experiences in the comment box below. If you have been suffering from psoriasis or any other skin disease for that matter, and if you have conquered your disease by practicing yoga, please share your story with us in the comment box below. I'll be selecting the best and the genuine story, and I will even try to contact you and will share your story with the world through our channel, so that millions out there will be benefiting out of it. So please share your story in the comment box below. So until we see again with a new topic, namaste, bye, and take care.